Hello students, let's continue the lesson Lost Spring Stories of Stolen Childhood by Jung in this video. This is the fourth video of this series. In the previous video, we came to know about the inquiry made by the narrator to the boys of this place who did not have slippers and the explanation that they gave for not wearing slippers. And we also came to know about a story that was told to the narrator by a man from Udupi. Now let's continue the lesson. Please keep the textbook open so that you may be able to follow it better. Okay. My acquaintance with the barefoot rag pickers leads me to Simapuri, a place on periphery of Delhi, yet miles away from it metaphorically. Those who live here are squatters who came from Bangladesh back in 1971. Saheb's family is among them. Simapuri was then a wilderness. It still is, but it is no longer empty. In structures of mud with roofs of tin and tarpaulin, devoid of sewage, drainage or running water, live 10,000 rag pickers. Now some words and their meanings. Acquaintance, the meaning is contact. Periphery refers to the outer area. Metaphorically means symbolically. It says something else other than what is referred, what is said. Then squatters are those people who get settled in some area without legal permission. Then wilderness, you all know the meaning, it's a wasteland. Tarpaulin, it's a heavy duty waterproof cloth. Now let's try to understand these words better. Okay, the writer describes the area where these rag picker boys live. This is Simapuri. It is located at the outskirts of Delhi. Okay, but it's very far away from the capital city of the country. What does it mean? See, it's like saying the name of your place, which is unknown. Nobody knows if the name of your place is said. Only if a larger place or a well-known place near to your city is said, the identity would be known. So that is why it is said at the periphery of Delhi. Okay, but not Delhi, it is Simapuri. Okay, in 1971, when these rag pickers had migrated from Bangladesh, the area had been wasteland. Okay, there was nobody. Even now it is a wasteland. But now there are about 10,000 rag pickers. There are structures of mud, okay, with roofs made of tarpaulin. Okay, but there are no facilities to run the drainage water. Okay, there is no sewage system. The place is very unhygienic because it is used as the place where all the people dump their waste. Okay, so these people had occupied this place illegally. Let's continue. Please follow the text. Okay, they have lived here for more than 30 years without an identity, without permits, but with ration cards that get their names on voters' lists and enable them to buy grain. Food is more important for survival than an identity. If at the end of the day we can feed our families and go to bed without an aching stomach, we would rather live here than in the fields that gave us no grain. Say a group of women in tattered saris, when I asked them why they left their beautiful land of green fields and rivers. Okay, let's understand some words first. Tattered means torn. Okay, permits. What does it mean? It means legal documents for something, for some permission to do something or to say stay somewhere. Okay, And let's try to understand these words better now. The rag pickers had been living in Simapuri for about 30 years. They have occupied the area without the permission of the government. So they are not the owners of the place. The politicians of that area have given them ration cards and voters cards. Okay, voters identity card. So they get a grocery in return for the ration cards. Okay, and they vote for those politicians who have done them some help or some favor. Okay, the writer asked a group of women who were wearing torn saris why they left their home in Dhaka. The reply that came was this. Okay, if this Simapuri would give them some chance to feed their tummy, okay, to satisfy their hunger, they would better stay there. They prefer staying there than going back to Dhaka in their fields, in their native place. Okay, let's continue. Whenever they find food, they pitch their tent. Wherever they find food, they pitch their tent that became transit homes. Children grow up in them, becoming partners in survival. And survival in Simapuri means rag picking. Through the years, it has acquired the proportions of a fine art. Garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread, a roof over their heads, even if it is a leaking roof. But for a child, it is even more. Transit homes, what does it mean? Temporary homes. It is not their permanent homes. They may stay there now and they will leave that place after a while. Okay, these people traveled in search of food, and wherever they found it, they set up temporary homes and started living there. Their children kept on growing there, and gradually they also started helping their parents in seeking means of survival. They also became partners in the survival. Okay. For those who lived in Simapuri, the means of survival was rag picking. There is no other survival, there is no other job. As they had been doing it for many years, they became trained at rag picking, and they did it very well. Okay. For the rag pickers, the garbage was a precious gold. These families searched the garbage dumps and got things which they sold to fund their food. Okay, so they found things from the garbage, they sold it or they used it to make their ends meet. They gathered torn or damaged sheets which were used to cover the roof of their homes. From the dump yard they might find, okay, the tarpaulin or the sheets which they used to cover their tents, the temporary tents. They did not cover them well, but still it provided them some protection, some means of survival, stay, okay, shelter. For the children, the garbage dumps were more than means of survival. Okay, it is a means of entertainment. Okay, for the adults it is a means of survival. For the children it can be also a means of entertainment. Okay, so I hope you have understood these words which we have read and explained. The remaining we shall continue in the next video. Okay, bye bye.